And if you feel dizzy, short of breath, or lightheaded, make sure to please stop exercising. It's really important that you listen to your body and listen to those messages that it gives you so that you can take care of yourself and be healthy. So finding a place as you settle in onto your mat, onto your back. Let's take a moment here to tune into the support beneath you. Notice the mat touching areas of your body. Notice the pressure of the mat or the floor on your body. And then see if you can let go and sink into your foundation, sink into your support just a little bit more. Surrendering some control, just shifting that desire to hold yourself, and simply let your mat and the floor hold you. And as you can further trust it to hold you, you can further settle, surrender, and release into it. Feel your muscles relax. Feel your bones and your joints soften. There's ease in your jaw and your face. Just taking a few breaths here as you arrive. Feel free to take some cleansing breaths here if that allows you to release just a little bit more. Inhaling through the nose, big and full. Unhinging your jaw, exhale out. Feel that gentle release, that sinking, that surrendering. Inhale through the nose. Unhinge your jaw. Give yourself 2 more full breaths just like this. Further and further, finding that release. More and more trusting and letting go. Good. Now simply just notice the shape that you've settled into. Notice if it feels supportive and comfortable for you. And if you need to make any final adjustments, do that now. You can bend your knees with the feet on the floor, resting knees together, and that can release your hip flexors and your low back. Maybe your legs are stretched long, open wide. If you're feeling like you need to become a little bit more grounded today, you can consider crossing your arms over your chest for a body hug. But if you're ready to open up and receive, arms can be at your sides with the palms facing the sky. And while you settle into this comfortable, supportive shape, we'll tune into our breath just a little bit more. Sealing the lips, take a deep inhale through your nose. Notice the belly expand with breath. We begin to expand the waist and the low back as well. And then keeping the lips sealed, exhale through the nose as long as you comfortably can without trying to force. I don't want you to feel like you're out of breath, but just naturally let the breath release, pulling the belly down. And then take another beautiful breath in through the nose. Let the belly again expand. Waist, low back expands. With sealed lips, exhale through the nose. Again, long and smooth, without force, but emptying the body of breath. Good. Growing our breath now. Inhale through the nose, deep down into the belly, waist, and low back, as well as up into the rib cage and the lungs, mid-back. Exhale out through the nose as long as you can. Feel that release. Good. Again, inhale long and smooth. Feel the low belly, low back, up into the ribs, the lungs, the upper back. Exhale, slow, slow, slow. Good. Inhale now, nice and full into the belly, into the ribs, now and up into the chest, the armpits, the upper back, the shoulder blade area. And then exhale slowly through the nose, releasing the breath from the body. Let's do that one more time. Inhale through the belly, waist, low back. Ribs, lungs, mid-back, chest, armpits, upper back, shoulder blades. And exhale slowly. This is our 3-part breath. Go ahead and take 5 more breaths completely. Inhaling low into the body, filling all the way up to the top on the in-breath. And then exhaling nice and slow until you no longer have air within the body. 5 breaths at a rate that feels comfortable for you. If your mind wanders, simply bring your awareness back to the inhales and the exhales. And continue with this breath for as long throughout practice as it feels good, or change your breath pattern to one that feels comfortable for you. Let's take a moment to bring low hands to the belly, or hands to the low belly. Just relax through your shoulders here. And then we'll bend one knee and then the other. Walk the feet as wide as your mat, rest them together. Just soften and surrender into a new shape. Notice how long it takes your body to get comfortable and to begin that release and that surrender. See if you can let go again through your muscles, your bones, your joints, coming into that relaxed state in a new shape. This is something that we practice every time, using the breath, trusting ourselves, finding that quick release so that we can practice this when we're off the mat, in times of our life, in our interactions throughout the day with others, where we want to tap into ease and peace. We can use this practice on our mat and be able to find that quickly. Good. Let's go ahead and stretch the legs nice and long now. Interlocking the thumbs, we'll take the fingertips above the head, really reaching the toes and fingers in opposite directions for a full body stretch. So starting to awaken the body, finding small movements here. And then stay tuned into that big breath. Good. Bend the knees, placing the feet on the floor. Make sure that the feet are about hips distance apart, the best you can with your mind's eye. Bring your arms along your sides with the palms down. Lift your upper back and walk your shoulder blades together and then rest your upper back down. Starting to open up through the chest a little bit more. Spread your fingers wide and press through the palms, the forearms, the upper arms, and then roll the shoulder heads downward towards the mat just a little bit more. Lift the toes, spread them and reground, and then press down through all parts of the feet. We have a very active body here now. As you press through your feet and your arms, we're going to lift the tail and the low back, mid and upper back off the mat, rolling up into a bridge. Let's pause there at the top. Take a deep inhale. Keep your arms and your feet active. Exhale, slowly roll the spine down, beginning to reach the tail towards your heels at the very last. Good. Pressing through arms and feet. Inhale, rolling up into your bridge, lifting from the tail, rolling one vertebra at a time. Pausing at the top, inner thighs hugging into an imaginary yoga block. Knees in line with the toes. Deep inhale. And exhale, slowly roll down. Guide your tail towards your heels. Good. So really lengthening out that spine. Let's do that one more time. Press down, inhale, lift. We'll pause at the top, arms and feet active. Take another deep inhale.
And exhale to slowly roll the spine down. So we've started that articulation of our spine, creating some space between the vertebra, ironing out that low back. We should still have our natural low curve of the lumbar, but we've really started to unstick those vertebrae down there and creating some space to release our low back. Let's keep the feet active on the floor and turn the thumbs towards the sky. The palms are now facing your hips. Take a deep inhale. We're going to let the arms lift up and then back behind you. Tapping your thumbs on the floor if your shoulders have range. And then on the exhale, we're going to lift the arms up once more. And then we're going to tap the pinky finger. Good. Follow your breath. Inhale, arms floating up and overhead. At the top of your inhale, the thumbs are going to tap. And exhale, we're going to slowly match our movement with our exhale. The bottom of the breath, the pinkies will tap. One more time, inhaling all the way up. Match your movement with the length of your breath. Tap the thumbs. Exhale, we'll come all the way back down with the arms. Tap the pinkies. Good. Let's press down to our feet now, and then inhale, lift the tail, and float the arms up. We're adding lower and upper body movement. At the top of your breath, tap your thumb. Exhale, slowly roll the spine down. Arms return to the sides. Tapping the pinky at the same time the pelvis touches the mat. Press to your feet. Inhale, go right to your next breath. Floating up into your bridge, arms reaching back behind. Exhale to slowly bring it all back down to the start. Nice active feet, pressing down. 3 more times with your breath. Inhaling. And exhaling. Good. 2 more times here. Active feet, relax your jaw and your eyes. Don't hold your breath. As you finish your very last breath, hug those knees to the chest and rock from side to side. Nicely done. We're going to release that low back just a little bit more here. So pausing in the center, we're going to hug the knees towards the chest and inhale, lift the forehead towards the knees. Pull the belly down, relax the shoulders, feel the tailbone and low back lift off the mat. Then inhale, bring your shoulders and head to the mat. Keep the hands on the knees, but the knees move away a little bit. Then exhale, squeeze into that tiny ball again. Pull the belly down, lift the forehead off the floor. Good. Inhale to release back down. Create space for a big belly breath. Exhale, pull the belly down. Head and shoulders lift. Squeeze into that tiny ball. Good. Inhaling, moving away from your ball. Exhale, squeezing in. Relax your jaw and your eyes. 2 more times. Inhaling away. Exhale in. Inhaling away. Last time, exhale in. Release the shoulders and head down. Take the feet to the floor now. Walk them as wide as your mat. Bring your arms all the way out to a capital T with the palms down. Now we'll take the knees gently to the right on the inhale. Good. And then exhale to the center. Inhale to the left. And exhale to center. And just follow this pattern right and left using your breath. 1 breath for each side, always exhaling back to center. Inhaling. And exhaling. Try to stay in a nice, comfortable, relaxed state in your mind. So any thoughts that come in while we're here, just gently acknowledge them and then let them go. Bring your awareness back to your breath. And softening around the face, the cheeks, the jaw. Good. The next time the knees drift towards the right, let's stay right there. Keep your gaze looking up or turn the head to the left shoulder, adding a twist for the neck as well. Big breaths into the left front hip, the left waist, all the way up into the left lung. On your exhale, simply let go. Release any effort within the body. Any holding in your hips, your belly, your shoulders. Take one more full breath. Finding ease here on the exhale. And then we'll bring the head to center and the knees back up to center. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, knees to the left. Turning the head to the right if it's comfortable for your neck. Pausing there, letting everything go. Breathe into the right side body. Front hip, the waist, the right lung. Soften and surrender something here. Take one more full breath in. Exhale all the way. Good. Bringing the head to center and the knees to center. We'll toe heel those feet back in and then hug the right knee towards the chest. Keeping left foot on the floor or extend the leg long with ankle flexed. Anchor down the inner left thigh and then we'll point and flex our right foot. Just enjoying some movement in the ankle, warming it up, unsticking any stiffness. And let's take the foot from side to side. Just be mindful of your range here and be sure you're not forcing your ankle in any direction too much. How about some circles? Use those toes, draw some slow circles one direction. And then we'll reverse those circles here. All the while staying with that 3-part breath if you can. Good. So if you have a strap handy, we're going to take the strap around the ball of the foot, extending and making a footprint on the ceiling. If you don't have a strap, you can simply interlace your fingers behind your thigh and just hold the leg here. I'd like you to soften your knee as much as you can. Walk your hands up your strap, but release the shoulders down. So we're not flexed, we're not lifted. We have our shoulders and our head relaxed on the mat. But we're hanging on our bones. Press the heel towards the sky and energize the toes towards your heart. Feel a deepened sensation in the back of the leg. Now, if that feels like you're putting in too much effort, just relax those toes just a little bit more, or maybe soften your knee just a little bit more. Breathe into that space where you feel the sensation, and then on the exhale, let it go as best as you can. With this idea of surrendering and releasing, notice if the sensation changes at all. Maybe it deepens or lessens. Maybe the sensation travels to another area of the body as you continue to breathe. Or perhaps it stays the same. So just let it be what it is, simply observe and continue to breathe. Good. Now taking the strap into the right hand, or if you don't have a strap and your hands are behind your leg, you're going to just hold the leg with your right hand. We're going to simply open the leg out about 1/4 of the way here, opening the hip. We have both of our hips square, the pelvis is level here. So in order to help that happen, the left hand can come to the top of the left hip, or maybe reach to the left side with palm down, anchoring your left shoulder blade. And then reach the back of that left hip towards the mat and just hug it down. And then with that energy hugging down on the left side, see if you can open the right leg just a little bit more without shifting or tilting the pelvis to the right side. While you're here, begin to breathe some space into the inner right hip and give yourself permission to let go of something. Releasing maybe a thought in your mind or a conversation or a to-do list. Maybe it's just that holding in the inner hip. Maybe you release a clenching of your jaw. So just release something here. And then see what happens. What is the result? Is there a deepening of the posture? Is there an opening of the breath? Maybe there's a quieting of the mind. Give yourself one more full breath here. Exhaling, releasing all effort. And then carefully bring the leg back to center. We'll just pause in the center once more. Just stabilize. Deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Now both ends of the strap into the left hand. Or if you don't have a strap, you can bend your knee and just hold the knee with your left hand here. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, leg crosses the midline to the left side. Anchor your right arm all the way out to the right, palm down. Shoulder blade roots down, but you'll notice your right hip lifts. We want that. This is a rotation for our spine. So let the pelvis tilt to the left. Keep the right shoulder blade down and don't go too far. Just find a place where you can breathe, where you can let go, where you can find some ease here. Just enjoy. You can turn your head to the right a little bit more to add a deepened twist if you'd like. And then again, notice sensation. Where do you feel it? How does it respond to the breath? Does it change? Does it travel? Does it stay the same? Simply observe without judgment. Just let it be what it is and continue to breathe. Good. We'll bring the head to the center and then the leg comes back to center. We'll bend the knee, bend the left knee foot on the floor, cross the ankle on top of the left thigh. From here you can release your strap. You can also thread the strap behind the left thigh. Okay, we're coming into figure 4 here. So when you feel ready to, we're gonna hug the legs towards the body with or without your strap. Rest the shoulder blades down, rest the head, release in your neck. And just breathe some space around that right hip. Around the buttocks, maybe the low back. And then invite your right knee away from the shoulder. So travel it away from the shoulder to deepen that stretch just a little bit more if you'd like to. Good. Flex the ankles to protect the knees. And then find that big belly breath. And then notice the response of the sensation. Does it change? Does it travel? Does it stay the same? Simply observe. Take another big inhale here. On your exhale, if you'd like to, lift the shoulders and head off the mat, tugging in just a little bit closer. Take another deep inhale. And then exhale, gently release down. Good. Release the left foot, extend the leg long, hug the right knee back in towards the chest. Anchor your left leg, but peel your forehead and shoulders off the mat. Lots of flexion here on our spine. Okay, right here, both ankles flexed, pressing left leg down. Looking beyond your left toes. Pull the belly down nice and strong through the core. If you'd like to, we're going to float the left leg off the mat. Really reach the heel away from your heart. Squeeze and hug the thigh, the calf, all energy in your feet. Good. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything. Left leg, right foot, and then slide the right leg long. Open the legs wide, flop the toes out to the corners. Open your arms to big starfish. Take a big inhale, stretch long, stretch big, get big. Exhale, let it all go. And just pause there. Just noticing how you feel. Simply observe without judgment. Good. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. And then bend one knee, then the other, placing the feet on the floor. Excellent. Let's hug the left knee into the chest. From here, right foot stays on the floor or extend the right leg long. Anchor the inner thigh down to the mat, flex your ankle. We'll point and flex through the left ankle. Good. Breathing there. And then take the foot from side to side. And then use the toes to draw a circle one direction. And then the other. Excellent. Reach for your strap. Take the strap around the ball of the foot and extend the leg up, making a footprint on the ceiling. Slide your hands all the way up the strap. Bend your knee just a little bit there, and then flex the ankle. Heel to the sky, toes to the heart. From here, okay, again, your hands can be interlaced behind the thigh if you don't have that strap. Soften your knee as much as you'd like to, but keep the heel reaching upward. That's going to continue the stretch in the hamstring where we want it. Relax the shoulders, relax your head. Just breathing. Give your muscles some time to let go. Sometimes it can take up to 20 or more seconds for the brain to send that signal to the muscle, it's time to relax. So that's why we stay here for quite a few breaths. We give ourselves a chance to tap into that deep release. That's why I really like to move slowly in my gentle yoga class rather than cramming a lot of postures in. I like to give us the opportunity for our body systems to respond to what we're really trying to do here is we're trying to open up, stretch, find bigger breaths, find release. So we do fewer postures with longer holds. Take another big breath in. Exhale all the way. Good. Take the strap into the left hand or hold the leg with your left hand. Bring the right arm all the way out, palm down. Shoulder blades stay connected. Anchor your right foot or leg. Keep the pelvis squared and then open the left a little bit. Okay, we're going to float the leg out, pausing when you start to feel your pelvis tilt to the left. Let's hug that right back hip down. Hug the shoulder blade down. And with every exhale, see if you can find a little bit more space in that inner left hip as we begin to tap into that release of the muscle, of the joint, using the breath to slowly get there. Never overdoing it, never rushing it. Let's take 2 more full breaths here, nice and slow. And 1 more. Exhale all the way. Slowly and carefully bring the leg back to center and take the straps into the right hand. Let's pause here first in the center for a big breath in and an exhale out. Reground the right foot or the right leg and then float the leg across the midline to the right side. Good. Left arm reaches out, palm down, shoulder blade connected to the floor. And then let your left hip lift, pelvis tilting to the right, adding in that twist. If you'd like to go deeper with your head, you can turn your gaze left. Close your eyes, maybe, just breathe. Notice sensation. Does it stay the same? Does it travel? Does it change intensity? Take 1 more full breath here. Exhale all the way. Let's bring our head to the center first. The leg comes back to center. Good. We're going to bend the knee, and then bend the right knee, place the foot on the floor, left ankle crosses over. Figure 4 here. Use the strap behind the right thigh or thread the hands behind the thigh, and we'll hug the knees in. Moving the left knee away from the shoulder, flexing both ankles to protect the knee joint in this deep flexion. Release the shoulders and head, and just breathe here. Notice where you're clenching or holding. Maybe it's around your face or your jaw. Very good. You give yourself permission to let go. Good. Take one more full breath here. Then on your exhale, with a strong belly, lift the head and shoulders off the mat. Hug into a small ball here. Take one more full breath in. And exhale, gently release shoulders and head down. Release the hands, and the right foot finds the floor. Let's hug the left knee into the chest, and then extend that right leg really long again. Anchor it down, flex both ankles. Belly strong, inhale, peel the forehead and shoulders off the mat. Pull the belly down, gaze beyond your right toes. Keep the right leg anchored, or with a strong active leg, float the leg off the mat any amount. Reach the heel away, pull the left knee in just a little bit more. Hold and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently release. Good. Release your left foot. And then slide the leg long. Open the legs, flop the toes out to the sides. Bring your arms all the way out to that big starfish. We're gonna reach, reach, reach. Get big, inhale. Exhale, let it all go. Pause and surrender for just a moment. Notice how you feel here. Just take this little brief time to tune in and just become familiar with yourself. Good. Wiggle the toes and the fingers. Turn the head gently from side to side, giving the back of the skull a nice little massage. Now, if this doesn't feel comfortable for your neck or your head, don't do it. We can find some movement in our neck as well as create some a massage for the muscles in the back of the skull. Good. And let's pause here. Let's bring those legs together. Zipper the legs up. Flex the ankles. Press the heels away. Bring the hands behind the head. And then on your inhale, we're going to lift the head off the mat. Gaze beyond your toes. Use your abdominals here. Anchor those legs. Good. Take another deep inhale. And then exhale, slowly roll back down. So we're doing a little abdominal work here, okay? So don't pull your head with your arms. You're using your core. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, pull the belly down and then crunch up. Look beyond your toes. Take another deep inhale. And exhale to slowly lower. And remember, those legs are zippered up and anchored down nice and strong. One more deep inhale here. Use your core. Exhale, peel up. Good. Stay here. Relax your face. Deep inhale. Exhale, gently release. Excellent job. Good, good work. Let's release those arms now at our sides. Bend both knees. Place the feet on the floor. And then take the legs all the way up towards the sky. We're going to zipper the legs up again, okay? But we're now in this legs in the air position. So arms can be at your sides, or maybe perhaps walk your hands underneath your hips a little bit there. We want to be able to anchor our upper body down. We'll begin to do some leg lowers, okay? So pull the belly in and down towards the mat. Take a deep inhale. We're going to let the right leg float down towards the mat, hanging out. Keep the left leg stable. Exhale, slowly lift the leg up. Good. Stabilize the right leg. Inhale, float the left leg down, in and out. And exhale, slowly lift the leg up. So see if you can lift the leg and lower the leg at the same rate. Inhale, right. Press the heel away. Exhale, lift. Nice and slow. Relax your jaw. Inhale, left. Exhale, lift. Good. One more time, both sides. Stabilize the left leg. Inhale, right leg floats down, in and out. Exhale, float it up. Good. Pull the belly down, anchor your low back. Inhale, left leg floats. And exhale, lift. Great job. Let's bend the knees, hug the knees to the chest, and then circle your knees in opposite directions. Give your hip flexors a nice little massage here. Good, and then reverse those circles. We're going to come into some double leg lowers. You can continue with the singles if you'd like to, but we can do doubles here. So zipper your legs up, flex the ankles, spread the toes. Bring your arms along your sides or walk your hands underneath your hips. Pull the belly down to the mat, anchor your low back, shoulder blades and head. Deep inhale, slowly lower both legs down any amount. Remember, even if you only go a few inches, you're still working hard. On your exhale, slowly lift the legs at the same rate, pausing with the hips and the ankles stacked. Inhale, slowly lower down. Relax your face and jaw. Exhale as you lift. If you lower your legs down and the low back starts to arch off the floor, then you've gone too far. So inhale, slowly lower. Keep the low back connected. Exhale to lift. We're going to do that one more time. Strong, active belly. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Go ahead and point and flex those toes, releasing the ankles there. A couple circles. Excellent work. Bend the knees and then take those knees in some circles as well. Great, great job. All right, take the feet to the floor and then roll yourself onto either side of your body and then continue all the way around until you're on your belly. Let's take those hands underneath the shoulders and rest your forehead to the floor. Spread the fingers wide and then hug the elbows towards one another. Really engage the shoulder blade area. Now, notice if your shoulders are squeezing up to your ears, and then I want you to bring your shoulders down towards your hips, really making your neck nice and long. Forehead on the floor, chin to the chest. We're going to anchor the tops of the feet and then tilt the pelvis so that your tailbone reaches towards your heels. As you press down through your feet, your thighs engage, your kneecaps lift, so really strong and active in that lower body. On your next inhale, use your back muscles to float the body up, lifting the forehead and chest to a baby cobra, pausing there. Good. Drawing the chin towards the chest. Nice, full breaths in. Long exhales out. Soften your eyes and your jaw. One more deep inhale here. Stay as you exhale. And then gently release down. Good. Wiggle your hips from side to side. Relax that lower body a little bit. You can turn your head to the side. Very nice. Let's do that again. Forehead to the floor. Elbows in. Shoulders towards the hips. Anchor the tops of the feet. Thighs are strong. Kneecaps lift. Tail towards your heels. Pressing down. Inhale, lift. Stay here. Exhale. Slide the shoulder blades down the spine. Reach your crown forward. Lengthen your spine. If you'd like to, float your right foot off the mat. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale, anchor the right foot down. Inhale, float the left. Exhale, anchor it down. One more deep inhale, peeling the chest up. Stay here as you exhale, and then slowly release down. Turn your head to the side, wiggle your hips from side to side, gentle release. We're gonna do one more sequence here. Thanks for hanging in there with me. All right, bring the forehead to the floor, chin to the chest. Elbows inward, shoulders to the hips. Tops of the feet anchor, thighs engage, kneecaps lift. Tail to the heels, inhale, heel up. Stay here, exhale, shoulder blades slide down. Legs can anchor or float one at a time, or both legs lift off the mat. Pause here. Tail to the heels, buttocks strong. Reach your crown long. Deep inhale. Stay here as you exhale. Gently release everything down. Make a pillow with your forearms. Bend your knees and windshield wiper the legs side to side. Good. Excellent work. All righty. Let's go ahead and take the toes to the floor, tucking them. Hands under the shoulders once more, strong belly. Press your way up to all fours. Now on our knees here, if you'd like to use your knee pad, or if you have a towel that you're using at home. When I'm at home, I usually use a bath towel. So placing something under the knees, give it some cushion if you'd like to. Stack the knees and the hips, stack the shoulders and the wrists, fingers spread wide. Take a deep inhale. Then on your exhale, tuck your tail, release your head, rounding your spine up into cat pose. Good, then inhale, let's reverse that, but keep your belly toned. Lift the tail. Lift your heart, lift your gaze. Exhale, press into the floor, tuck the tail, pull the belly up and in, release your head. Inhale, moving into cow. And exhale, flexing into cat. Two more times, inhale, and exhale. Good. Inhale back to neutral spine. We're going to tuck those toes and come into downward dog. Releasing the head any amount between your arms, fingers spread wide, pressing firmly through your palms. Bend your knees as much as you'd like to here. Let your heels float off the mat. From here, really reach your tail up just a little bit higher. You'll feel a little bit more length in your spine. Rather than stretching our hamstrings, we really want to find some length in our vertebra here. So let your head hang low, let gravity do the work there, and then reach your tailbone up in opposition. Take another deep inhale here. Good, exhale. Great job. Let's take those knees to the floor. Walk the hands towards your feet. And then we're going to kind of sit in this little low crouch here. So lots of weight back on the heels. We're stretching the soles of the feet. We're stretching the back of the toes. Okay? The hands can stay on the floor, or you can find a little bit of balance here. You can bring your hands to your thighs. As you find your focal point out in front of you, and you find that balancing point, begin to lift your heart just a little bit more, and see if you can stack your vertebra nice and tall. Good. The knees might have to come down towards the mat just a little bit more as the heart lifts a little bit more. Maybe the hands can come to heart center. Pause there and breathe. And be okay if you feel wobbly today. Allow yourself to be okay with coming out of this posture. Maybe it doesn't even work for you today, and that's okay too. Take another full breath in. Exhale all the way. Good, very nice balance. Let's go ahead and bring the hands to the floor, and we're going to lift the hips all the way up to the sky, coming into a forward fold. Release your head, soften your knees, reach your tailbone up and your crown down. So let go of your head and your neck. You can clasp opposite elbows here and sway side to side. Good, couple big breaths. Feel your spine getting longer here. Feel that space that we begin to create begin to increase. Take another deep inhale. Exhale all the way. Releasing the elbows. Press through your feet, and we're lifting up halfway. Slide your hands all the way up your thighs so that the heel of the hand is in the little hip crease there, okay? Roll the shoulder blades together and the shoulder heads up towards the sky. Reach your crown forward. Nice halfway lift. Take another deep inhale. And then on your exhale, bend your knees. We'll begin to sit into a chair pose. Lift your heart. Bring your hands to your heart if you'd like to. Knees behind your toes. Hands can also reach out here in front for a little counterbalance, a little bit more challenge for the shoulders. You can also take the arms overhead if the neck and shoulders feel okay there. Okay? So find what's going to work for you. Pull the belly in. Reach the tailbone downward. Don't tuck it, but just lengthen out that low back. Very nice. Take another deep inhale. Exhale. Good. Now pressing through your feet, we're going to stand up. You're going to lose my head. That's okay. You know where I'm at. Inhale. Reach your arms just all the way up to the sky. Good. Then exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to hinge from our hips. Bend your knees. Hands slide back down the legs. Great job. Hands to the floor, begin to walk yourself forward. We're going to come into a plank. You can be on your toes or you can drop down to your knees here. Elbows hugging in. Take a deep inhale. Good. Breathe. Exhale. Strong through the belly. Press your hands away. Lots of space in your upper back. Shoulder blades spreading apart. Keep your head lifted. One more deep inhale. Exhale, knees come all the way down to the floor and you come back into a child's pose. Great, great job. We're going to slide the left arm underneath the right, reaching towards the right side. Just rest your head down. So with the hips sitting back, notice that your right shoulder is floating, your left shoulder is floating off the mat. Now, if that doesn't feel comfortable, you can come up into a regular thread needle position with the hips over the knees and then rest down there. So find the position that's going to work best for you, that's going to allow you to get that stretch. Wherever you are, take one more full breath in. Exhale out. Good. Let's go ahead and unwind. This time we'll take the right arm underneath the left, reach it long and rest down onto the shoulder. If, again, the shoulder is floating and you want to come all the way up onto the knees into regular thread needle, feel free to do that. So find the stretch you need, hold there for 2 more full breaths. Good. When you're ready to begin to unwind, just settle into a child's pose, forehead to the floor. Let's bring those arms at our sides. Release. Big inhale. Long exhale. Excellent job. So slowly go ahead and start to sit on up. Okay, if this is too much flexion for your knees, you can find a seated position, just crossing the ankles here. So whatever feels good for you, okay? So sitting up nice and tall, just bring the arms around behind, interlacing the fingers, roll the shoulders back. Lift your heart, lift your crown. Belly is in strong. Good. Breathing some space across the collarbone, across the chest, the pectorals. Take another deep inhale. Hold it there, and then exhale, lower the right ear towards the right shoulder. Good. Keep breathing there. Inhale, we'll lift the head back up to center. Keep those shoulders back. Exhale, head to the left shoulder. Soften around your jaw, relax your eyes. One more full breath. And exhale. Let's bring the head back up to center. And we'll go ahead and release those arms, shake it out a little bit. Good. Lower the chin to the chest and just slowly at your own speed, just take the head from side to side, just rolling through the center there. Linger longer in areas needed. Just pause and breathe to stretch deeper if you need to. And then find some balance, finishing on your second side. Then the chin comes to the heart, and then inhale, we'll lift the gaze up to the sky. And then exhale, chin to the heart. Inhale, lift, looking up. So just finding some mobility in our neck here, exhale, lower. Also releasing muscles that hold tension. Starting to hopefully unwind those habitual patterns that we kind of fall into day by day when we're not really noticing. This is a chance for us to tune in, become a little bit more aware of our posture and our movement. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Bring the head back to center. Now, if you're not in a seated position yet, go ahead and come into a seated cross-legged position. If you've been in a seated cross-legged position, go ahead and bring the opposite foot in front. So finding some balance in your hips here, okay? If that causes some issues for a knee, which I'm starting to feel that on my right knee, then don't do that, right? So find what feels good. All right, I'm gonna turn to the side once more. We're gonna come into a front body opener here. We've been kind of priming the hips, we've been priming the chest, we've been priming the neck. So let's come into that now. We'll bring the hands behind the body, begin to lean back into the palms. Fingers are spread super wide, so big base of support. Roll the shoulders back. Notice that my heart begins to lift. My upper back starts to find extension here. As you press firmly through your hands, your sternum lifts. Good. Lift kind of your forehead and crown towards the sky. That might be as far as you go. If you'd like to go a little bit bigger, you can press into the hands and lift your hips up. Roll the shoulders back just a little bit more. And keep lifting through your head, or perhaps release the head back. Now for some, that's not going to feel good, so do what's going to work for you today. Keep pressing into your hands. Keep lifting your hips in opposite directions. Keep rolling the shoulders back. Keep breathing into the front body. Exhaling to let go of something. Find bigger range. Become open. Deep inhale. Exhale all the way. Slowly begin to lift your head. Slowly release your hips. Take a deep inhale as you lift up into center. Hands in front, exhale, fold. Finding a counter flexion here. Release your head any amount. Start to breathe into your back body now. Down into your kidneys, into the rib cage, into the back portion of your lungs, maybe up into the shoulder blade area. Let it all go. One more big breath here. Exhale all the way. Good. Let's walk the hands in, lifting up. And we'll go ahead and bend both knees. Place the feet on the floor. Make sure you're in the center of your mat. And then begin to slowly release down. Take some time to hug the knees into the chest. Find a little bit more movement. And then quickly settle into a final resting pose. Again, tuning into that practice of finding ease quickly. Coming into that remembering of what it feels like to let go. Positioning the arms and legs where you can find ease in the shoulders and the hips. And just really starting to go right into feeling the earth holding you here. As you feel supported by your foundation, melt a little bit more in. Letting your breath return to a natural breathing pattern. Softening around your face. And soften your thoughts. Just let whatever comes in and out travel in and then let it go. Settling a little bit more into ease and release.
Begin to bring your awareness back to the body.